That takes us now to our Scott Patterson, who's there in where the reunification center has been set up. Scott, what's been going on?
Yeah, this is a couple of blocks away from that scene at the Tops. This is the Stanley Mikowski Early Childhood Center. And as you just said, yes, it was set up as a family reunification center, and it has served that purpose in a couple of instances. We have seen a few family members who have reunited with loved ones. But much more than that, we are seeing just a brutal scene of people coming here and getting the news, the finality of finding out that their loved one is dead. And we have seen some reactions that are just brutal and just absolutely heartbreaking. Grieving relatives, you could hear screaming there. It's a haunting kind of scream, and one that we have heard quite a bit. You know, Spectrum News 1 here, we try not to invade people's privacy a lot. We try to be respectful, and we're doing so by standing a ways away, but we feel like you need to hear that. You need to hear that scream and know about that, because that tells the story of what happened today here. A grieving community is remembering the 10 lives lost in a mass shooting at the Tops on Jefferson Avenue in Buffalo. 3 other people are recovering after what investigators say was a vicious hate crime. This morning, we are learning more about the victims and have the latest on the investigation. It just looks eerie behind you.
It is. It is. And I know I mentioned it to you guys off air. The cars in the parking lot here are a stark, sobering reminder of the lives lost. It's almost like I don't really know how to say it other than it's almost like a gravesite, right? It's a marker of those who are never coming home, and that is it's tough to see. It's emotional. Yeah. It's hard.
It's what you said, that's spot on.
That ain't fair, shit. You gonna come to our city and decide you don't like black people. Man, you don't know a damn thing about black people. We're human. We like our kids to go to good schools. We love our kids. We never go in those neighborhoods and take people out. Don't do it.
All right, well, we are seeing a disturbing scene inside the courtroom here as someone rushed toward Peyton Gendron. This is Spectrum News 1 live coverage of the procession and funeral for firefighter Jason Arno, who died in the line of duty fighting a massive fire in downtown Buffalo. We will begin at the Amagon Funeral Home on Delaware Avenue. Revathi Jennaswamy is there. That is where this procession will begin. The casket will be brought out and put on a fire truck. The procession will go by Arno's firehouse, Engine 2. Kevin Hayes is there and will take us through that once the procession gets to that point. And then Victoria Halakar is at St. Joseph Cathedral in downtown Buffalo, where the funeral will take place and where thousands of people, firefighters from out of town as well as the public, are gathered to take part in this. Revathi, let's begin with you. You are at the funeral home right across the street from Canisius High School, where Arno graduated from.
Yeah, good morning, Scott. It is definitely a heavy atmosphere right now at the funeral home.
The last of the procession here, crossing under the large American flag. Jason Arno's casket now inside Forest Lawn Cemetery, where there will be a private burial service. We're going to wrap up our coverage here. You know, this is a community that unfortunately has experience being there for one another. Please continue to do so as we go through the rest of today and the coming days. We thank you so much for spending this time with us as we remembered the life of Buffalo firefighter Jason Arno. We're going to take a quick break and then join your afternoon on Spectrum News 1.
question from Dominic LoVallo from Spectrum News.
Hey, Mark.
Yes.
We are hearing, we are seeing a lot of posts on social media about people who are running out of food, and even some of our team that is was able to make it to a hotel is starting to see that the hotel is rationing their supplies at this point. Is there any plan about how we can get more resources and food to people who are running out at this time?
That is a concern that we're working on.
The Erie County Medical Examiner's Office says more than 70 people have died of suicide in each of the past 2 years. Well, one man is using his passion and personal connection to help people struggling with mental health in Western New York and beyond. Revathi is here to share his story.
Good morning, Scott. Yes, I spoke with Brendan Orr, who is a member of the band Canadis, and they'll be playing at Nietzsche's on Friday, April 21st. But it won't be just any performance. It's a fundraiser for Brendan's sister, Jennifer.
Well, good Thursday morning. Thanks for joining us this September 22nd here on your morning on Spectrum News 1.
Our top story, the Buffalo Teachers Federation is threatening a vote of no confidence in district leadership. And there was this during a Board of Education meeting last night. Teachers chanted fair contract now. And in case you couldn't hear it, another person in the room responded each time with, what about the students?
Buffalo teachers are continuing their fight for a new contract. They stood in solidarity outside before the board meeting.
Demonstrators then joined Buffalo Teachers Federation President Phil Rumore as he spoke in front of the board. As opportunities to grow and sell recreational marijuana start to pop up across the state, higher education is working to prepare students for those opportunities. Spectrum News 1 reporter Abby Carnevale spoke with a few people who hope to join the marijuana workforce.
We're grabbing our shovels and heading out the door this morning.
Earth Day is Saturday. This morning, Revathi is telling us about a special event to celebrate the day.
Hey, good morning, you guys. Did you know that every 1.2 seconds, humans are destroying an area of forest the size of a football field? Every 1.2 seconds. Isn't that crazy? Well, the Nature Preserve is aiming to offset that by tree planting. I'll have more on the event and how you can get involved coming up.
It is, but good for them.
Yes.
It is 8:07 now on this Monday, kind of an in-between weather morning,
Yes.
I'd call it. It's not really nice, but it's not awful either.
Not at all, but Revathi, of course, has been braving it all this morning as she has been on the Maid of the Mist.
Let's take a look up at Niagara Falls right now. You could see the falls are always falling, but we've got they don't stop. They just keep going. But the point I was trying to make before I lost Bree is the what did we call that? The mist. The kids are on summer vacation, and at this point, you may be trying to plan some family fun.
Old River Works just might be the place to go for everyone. Kelly Khatib has another super tough assignment this morning, probably making your own kiddos jealous. Am I right, Kelly?
Just a tad, guys. This morning I'm sliding into some summertime fun out here at Riverworks. I'll show you the newest rides that they have that have gone up by the river on Spectrum News 1. See you there.
Safe to say we've been patiently and anxiously waiting all year long, and the day is finally here. The first day of the best 12 days of summer.
Kelly Khatib is at the fairgrounds this morning. The Erie County Fair opening up here in a few hours, and you giving us a look at some, it's written here, amusing animals. There you go. There's your pun.
No, I had to get the pun in there for the day
Of
because
course.
we love being out here at the Erie County Fair. There's so much to see, so much to do, but there's also so much to learn. And that is why I am out here in the Agricultural Center learning, as you said, about some very amusing animals.
So, I can be a little bit of a killjoy when it comes to the puns sometimes when they're easy, but that CG we had there, milking the fair for all it's worth, that was classic.
It was very good. Was that you, Kelly?
Nope, I got to give a shout out to our producer Dom. That was all him, and it was genius.
right.
Chef's
That
kiss,
was
Dom.
great.
Props to Dom. Well done, Dom.
All right, we are starting the fair off well here. We look forward to your continued adventures this morning, Kelly.
See you in a bit.
That's our target. Let's see if I can hit that skull right there. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, just this thing really packs a punch there.
Yeah, it's quite powerful. It's a lot of fun. Kids and adults, everybody loves these things, and we have a lot of fun with them too.
But like, also, who is the mannequin who's been behind both of you? A little creepy.
We've affectionately named him Producer Dom.
If only we could see Dom's face right now.
Spot on. I'm sad that I'm in here right now, but thank you for making my morning, Kelly.
It's the best thing I've heard.
I do what I can, guys.
We'll see you soon.